Hi everyone, it's Kristen Young again. I just wanted to give you a breakdown of exactly what the 21 Day Fix diet's like. You are following the 3-day quick fix plan, which is something that comes with the 21 Day Fix package when you place the order. And it's kind of like used as either a jump start to break up with bad habits, or it can be used as like a way to get really good results, like towards the end or something like that. Or like if you're going on vacation and you really want to look good in your bikini, maybe you'll do that plan. Or if you come back from vacation and you want to get the weight off that you gained from vacation, hopefully you didn't eat that bad, but if you want to get the bloat off from vacation and things like that, then we'll kind of do the quick fix. That's what some of us do. But I wanted to talk to you about all the containers that we have, and what all this means and why this plan can be used just about every day. So I'm just kind of going to go through the book. So how we get started is you follow the first page and you figure out your weight, and you do their little calculation, and then it kind of figures out how much you can eat a day. So there's like a calorie bracket that you fall into, and then it breaks down what you're going to eat every day. So it's right there. So I fall into a bracket right now where I'm going to be able to eat, for instance, 3 green containers, which are vegetables. They look small. It's very deceiving. It's actually quite a bit of food. But I just wanted to go over that a little bit. But that's the beginning. And I'll go over the containers in more detail in one second. You'll want to, they talk about the water bar. I talk about how important water is often. But this gives you an idea of exactly what you can add into your water to make it good. But so they want you to drink half your weight in water. So if you're 150 pounds, you need to drink 75 ounces of water a day. Seems like a lot, but really you're cutting out soda, you're cutting out coffees, cutting out teas. You can still have those, but those don't count as water. So you want to drink this in addition to those. So what I've noticed is that I really don't drink much else but water. And now that I've been doing this program for a while now, I really crave water. I don't want the other stuff. Every once in a while I'll have a tea or a coffee or something like that, but really I'm fine with water. So like I had said, you can still have your coffee and your tea, don't worry. The no list includes like creams and halves and things like that. So like, no added crap like that, the creamers or anything, or artificial sweeteners or things like that. The yeses, for 1 to 2 cups a day are some low-fat or non-fat milk and sugar, raw sugar, raw sugar, honey. I'm just used to honey going with tea. Stevia, maple syrup, cinnamon, lemon, pumpkin spice, and nutmeg. Pumpkin spice, not latte, pumpkin, like whatever that you can get from Starbucks. None of that. So the containers, what do they mean? So the containers, this is a green container. Green's vegetable. So some of the things that you can eat in here are like kale, asparagus, string beans, typical any kind of vegetable, onions, things like that. So like something that's not measurable that would be hard to shove in here would be asparagus, and that'll tell you can have 10 large spheres. So you don't have to like shove all that little food in here. The other container people love, I'll do the, of course, red, which is your protein. That's your Shakeology. That's your eggs. That's your turkey bacon. That's your lunch meat. Yes, you can have lunch meat. It's low sodium. You can have it. But that's your chicken breasts, all those kind of lean kinds of meats and things like that you're going to want to eat. But the favorite container, excuse me, that most of us have is yellow. I'll talk a little bit about this. Sorry, mine's full. And I have it, my blue is dirty, so I actually have hummus in there. but a yellow container. So this is your sweet potatoes, your carbs, your rices, your brown rice, your oatmeal, your pastas, and things like that. This is also your wine, which I'll get to in a second. Let me get to that page. The orange is for dressings and things like that. Purple container that we have here is for fruits. You also have teaspoons each day, which are like coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, nut butters, and some seed butters. Some of your free foods are like anything from the water bar, vinegars, mustards, spices, anything without salt. Salt is not included in the 21-day fix. So if you have a bad salt habit, sorry, break up with it. Garlic, hot sauce. You can have hot sauce. I love hot sauce on my eggs. Treat containers, how these work. You can sub these 3 times a day with wine. Or not 3 times a day. That would be amazing. 3 times a week, you can sub out one of your yellows for a wine, or if you wanted to do a milk, or if you really wanted like some plain potato chips, you can have those. It's not, unreasonable to sub these out, but you can only do it 3 times a week. You can have chocolate. That's a teaspoon. You just have to read the book and go through everything. The book comes with some recipes, but our group has way more recipes than this book has. They just came out with Fixate, which is a cookbook for the 21-day fix. I'm really excited for that. It just came out today, so I'm waiting to order mine. But if you are interested in that, please reach out to your coach. There's dressings. I love this balsamic dressing. There's like lots of dressings in here that she goes over. There's even snacks. Like there's really creative things that you can do with Shakeology. She gives you some recipes for Shakeology, but there's also like my favorite is high protein peanut butter snack bars. They're so good. They're actually like they're made with the chocolate Shakeology. I drink the vegan actually, and they're so good. They're really I was like shocked. Some people do pudding. I've done frozen peanut butter fudge ice cream bars or ice cream pops or whatever. You can even eat out at restaurants. This is not something that has to make you stay home all the time. We want this to be a lifestyle. This is my lifestyle. I think about these containers whenever I eat a meal. I used, and like when I was in the beginning, I used these containers in the beginning for like, maybe a week or 2. And every once in a while when I'm falling off track a little bit and I find myself eating too much, I'll pull these back out. But I don't carry these around with me anymore. Or like think about, have to measure all my food at home anymore. I figured out like pretty early on that I can now see what a portion looks like. So like if I make a salad, I'll probably do a layer of green lettuce, some kind of lettuce, kale or something like that in here, and then like any kind of toppings like celery, cucumbers, tomatoes, whatever. So I'll use 2 greens and then a protein like chicken, like grilled chicken or something for the red, and I use 2 containers. But really I used 3 because I used 2 greens. Autumn Calabrese, the creator of the 21-day fix, really encourages that we put these containers, dump them onto a plate. So then you can kind of judge and start to learn and like take this outside of the container. You can go out of your house and actually eat at a restaurant and still follow the plan because you'll know you already know the food list in your head. You can carry this with you. You can get an app. You can do all kinds of things with this. You can carry a little book with you, but you'll learn what the portion and what the correct portion looks like. I know so many times I've tried different diet plans and things like that, and like I never had something so easy as this. I was never investing in one of those scales where you have to weigh everything and all that stuff. That's just not me. But like this, I can do. It's easy. And you use it for a week at home. The first week you're probably scared anyway to go out to a restaurant. So, if you want to get the right results. But you can have pizza. It's 2 of these yellows and 1 blue. You can have a sliced pizza. Like, this isn't unreasonable. You can have sushi. You can have soups. You can have vegetable lo mein if you like Chinese. I didn't know that, actually. You can have tacos. You can have beef stew or chicken stew or chili. There's tons you can have on here. You can really make this go with you everywhere. You can eat this anywhere you want. There's a sample meal plan in the back of the book, and that pretty much sums up the book. And what happens with the 21-day fix. When you finish the 21-day fix and maybe you've reached your goal, if you did enough rounds and you stuck around long enough, you reach your goal, which is great. We love that. There's a way to figure out what you're going to do to maintain as well. That's kind of where I was getting into the maintenance zone, and I was fluctuating between a maintenance day and a harder day and things like that, or a more strict day or whatever. But that's pretty much the 21-day fix and how it's going to go. And I know that it seems really confusing, but really after like a week or two, this really becomes much more of a natural process, and you'll realize you can have tons of food. There is not anything really restricted in this plan. I mean, some of the stuff that's restricted, you really shouldn't eat anyway. But really this plan can go anywhere with you. It's very easy to follow. Your kids can eat it. Your husband can eat it. My husband doesn't even know he's following the fix, and he is. So, I mean, in the beginning anyway, he didn't know. Now he knows. But once you start portioning things out and really getting this honed in, it just becomes a lifestyle, and it's just what it is. No more pizza on Friday nights. Or you can. If you have the containers for it, go right ahead. You can have pizza. You can still do things like that. Just make sure you drink lots of water with that pizza. If you have any questions, please reach out to whoever invited you to this group or to this training video, and we would love to hear from you and talk to you more about this. Have a great day.